point to me when you're ready. And welcome to the SpartanMag.com VCast. Jim Comparoni, Kenny Jordan tonight in Detroit at Wayne State University. Here for the Prep Kickoff Classic. Michigan State commitment Nicholas Marsh with a great performance tonight for River Rouge High School. Fell short a little bit though against arguably the number one team in the state, Belleville High School. 35-28 Belleville wins with Brice Underwood, arguably the number one player in the country. 45-yard touchdown pass, 7 seconds left, gives Belleville the victory, 35-28. Prior to that, Nicholas Marsh with a designed run to on a little 3-yard keeper. That cut the lead to a 2 points. 2-point conversion. Nicholas Marsh, direct snap, decoy, inside handoff, tied it up. Everybody thought we were going to overtime. Underwood comes back and wins. Both teams march on. Belleville, defending Division I state champion. River Rouge, perennial contender in Division III, right?
Yep.
Everybody knew this was going to be the premier matchup of the Prep Kickoff. Kenny Jordan, what did you think about this game? What stood out to you? And do you agree those two teams are teams to beat in those two divisions this year?
Yeah, that was one of the best games I've seen. River Rouge was, at one point I honestly thought they were about to get blown out. Nick Marsh kind of willed them back into the game. I mean, he did everything, kick return, kickoff, making play wide receiver, obviously, and then at the end with playing quarterback. But yeah, he's definitely impressive, and there's all kinds of impressive athletes all over the field tonight.
And the kickoff return, Belleville had a 21-6 lead. It looked like they were, like you said, going to put it away. Yeah. River Rouge answered to the key moment. It was before halftime, but they had to have it because you got the idea Belleville was going to score a lot of points.
Yep.
At that point, they got inside the 40. They moved Nicholas Marsh to the Wildcat on design keepers. Moved the chains a couple times. I talked to both coaches. River Rouge, Nicholas Marsh has been a standout player for them since he was in the 9th grade when they played DeWitt in the state championship game, Division III, just fell short. Michigan State offered him soon after that. But through all of his development, they've never used him, what the head coach told me, Eric Petway, on design run Wildcat.
Yeah.
And I talked to Calvin Norman, the head coach for Belleville, first-year head coach, and Coach Norman said that they did not prepare for that. They had not seen that, weren't prepared for that, got caught off guard. And Nicholas Marsh's team, River Rouge, when they had a chance, he punched it in. When they capitalized, and then down in the last minute, they went 99 yards for the game-time touchdown. The 2-point conversion, they used Nicholas Marsh as a decoy. Inside handoff on a counter touchdown. Nice play calling there.
Yeah.
Give the young kids credit. Yeah. Nice coaching call. Underwood comes back and makes it happen. They're not going to play each other anymore. Different divisions, we assume. But great event. And what's funny is over at Comerica Park, I think Meadows hit a walk-off home run.
Yep.
And around the time that River Rouge scored that touchdown, they were blinking the lights on the walk-off. And then when this happened, you could see fireworks over there. So City Detroit, great stuff happening tonight. Nicholas Marsh, though, had an injury, upper body injury. He was walking off the field with a lot of pain. I asked if he wanted to talk a little bit. He said no, and of course we respectfully honored those wishes. Talked to the coaches a little bit. They were excited about what happened. Who did you talk to after the game? Did you talk to?
Yeah, I talked to Antoine Thomas from Belleville, linebacker. He was at Spartan Dog Con back in July. He talked a little bit about it. He does not have an offer yet, although he does have few offers. I know he said he'd been hearing from Wisconsin a lot, which seems like a common theme with a lot of Michigan guys so far. But yeah, he was at Spartan Dog Con, and he did say he's going to try to get to a game this fall too.
As far as Brice Underwood goes, Michigan State not involved with him, but he didn't disappoint. Made some good reads. A lot on both sides of the ball today. A lot of it was spread to run, to spread you out, make you honor the pass. A lot of inside handoffs. A lot of tear screens and little ball possession. Not a lot of drop and deep reads and intermediate. Not a lot of intermediate throws. But when he had to, Underwood on some third down situations, you saw the arm strength, you saw the accuracy. He had a couple of touchdowns that kind of deflected off of his guys' shoulders a little bit. I'm not going to say they were dropped passes, but he put it right where it needed to be. For a guy that's ranked that high, he was strong today. And it wasn't easy because River Rouge plays a pretty good defense. As far as Marsh goes, Belleville played a lot of cover 3 zone against him. It's not like they locked one guy on him and played double coverage. They just played their base defense. And River Rouge didn't really lock in on him a lot. They used other receivers. So Marsh ended up with good numbers, 5 catches, 51 yards. Rushing, he had 71 yards rushing, and the 95-yard kickoff return. Again, right when it looked like Belleville was going to pull away, Nicholas Marsh, 95-yard kickoff return, and my phone was kind of jammed up, and I didn't get any video for that. Did you get any? No.
We all missed it.
Somebody will have some somewhere, but I got to say that with Nicholas Marsh, when I looked at his video coming up through the ranks, everybody can see size, physicality, ability to win, the catch radius to win receptions at the apex of his jump. All that stuff is very impressive. A lot of his junior film, I don't know if it's circumstances or what, but you don't see him getting like wide open on guys. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of wondering about the top level speed. I was just kind of wondering what it was. There were no questions after that 95-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
Again, against the talented Belleville team, he got into the open and had to outrun a couple of guys and kicked on another gear, then another one. 95 yards, had to have it, but he showed speed on that one. I don't know if you had any questions about it.
No.
You never did.
Well, yeah, those questions were all put away, I feel like, by everybody on that play. I just took off, and it was like, the Nick Marsh show after that, basically. But I was impressed with his speed, though, too, especially for his size. And given that, people in the past I've heard talk about how he's more of, all he can do is make the jump ball catches, and I feel like he's proving that that's not the case and that he can show that top end speed as well.
And he in the first half, he had a nice catch over the middle on an over route in traffic with some missiles coming at him. Made a nice grab there when he was trying to keep them in it, which he did. So great job by Nick Marsh. Hoping he's going to be okay. He felt good about that. Just didn't want to talk, but he put on a great show. And I think he might have gotten hurt on the very last play of the game when he was trying to deliver a kickoff return. Belleville's coach said they didn't mean to kick to him on that deep one. They did anyway, and he made them pay. You've been here for a few games this weekend.
Yep.
Did you see West Bloomfield or any other players for Michigan State fans that might be on the radar a little bit that caught your eye?
Yeah, I was at the West Bloomfield, and I can't even remember who they played now.
Been a lot of games out here.
But they won by 1 point, so that game was really good too, and that they actually scored a touchdown. West Bloomfield did with, I think, about 10 seconds to go, and then they elected to go for 2 to win the game. And Brandon Davis Swain, that is committed to Colorado, actually ran it in. He's about 260 pounds, I think. He's going to play defensive line out there, but
he was originally committed to Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
Kind of an edge, big edge type of guy going to Colorado. But what were you about to say?
Elijah Durham, wide receiver for West Bloomfield. He had a really strong showing. I'm not sure on the numbers or anything like that. I know he had at least 1 touchdown, but he's heard from Michigan State a little bit. I talked to him. He has not really been out there much, but he said that he's hoping to get out there into this fall. He's been to Michigan a few times. I think he has a Wisconsin offer as well. But he's a solid prospect. He's a little bit undersized, but he definitely has speed, and he's kind of a twitchy kind of guy. So he's definitely a guy to keep an eye out for.
I heard about that. I heard he put on a great show. What year is he? He's a
junior, so 2025.
2025.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's really about it. Cameron Flowers is also at West Bloomfield, and he showed his speed a little bit. He does have a Michigan State offer, but he just transferred in, so he's still trying to get used to the playbook a little bit out at West Bloomfield. So he didn't play a whole lot, but he did show his speed a few times. And he does have a Michigan State offer.
Jake Laskow, I think, spoke with Antoine Thomas a little bit. Did you hear what he said about Antoine Thomas at all? Do you know what the latest is with him? Michigan State offered in the summer, is that right? But I don't know if Michigan State, they're just kind of still keeping an eye on him a little bit.
No, he does not
have an offer?
No.
Okay.
He does have a Penn State offer, and I'm not entirely sure. I know Jake talked to him, but I'm not sure how closely they're keeping on him. I know there's quite a few wide receivers in that 2025 class just in Michigan that are all pretty good, and I think they're kind of waiting it out a little bit to see who they're going to offer type of deal, because a lot of them don't have offers yet. But
all right, fun night of football. High school football has started in the state of Michigan. Got off to a great start here in the city of Detroit. Michigan State prized commitment for the 2024 class. Nicholas Marsh, senior. Great show for him. A lot of guts, a lot of skill, a lot of athleticism. Belleville, a little too much. Great job by both those teams. It was a lot of fun out here at Wayne State. Anything else, Kenny?
No, that's it.
For Kenny Jordan, my name is Jim Comparoni. I've been watching the VCast from Detroit, covering a little Michigan State recruiting for SpartanMag.com.